Hi there everyone, your pal Ral here with some more Pokemon Platinum. Last episode, we explored the mystery of the White Rock at the end of Route 224, and we captured the mythical Pokemon Shaman at the Flower Paradise. We also got the Gracidia flower in order to transform it here in Floroma Town. Anyways, this episode, we're actually gonna go over to Snow Point City because that's what Max wanted us to do after beating the Pokemon League. We've spent a lot of time here in the mainland of Sinnoh, so it's time to finally see what Max is up to, so I'll meet you over at Snow Point City. I'm really glad I'm able to show this off. We're here in Snow Point City, and as you can see on the Pokétch, at the time of recording this, it is January 12th, which is one of the days that you can see Diamond Dust. I tried to show this off when we first made it here to Snow Point City, but I couldn't because it wasn't any of the days where it would show up, and manipulating the clock just doesn't make it appear. So I decided to let it happen naturally, and just so happens that today is a really good day to show it off. The reason why January 12th is one of the days that you can see Diamond Dust here is because that is Junichi Masuda's birthday. So that's a neat little thing. Anyways, we're here in Snow Point City. Let me just change this back to the dowsing machine. And right down here is where we want to go. What is it? Do you want to sail to the battle zone? Sure thing. And Cynthia just shows up out of nowhere. I thought you would come. I'm glad I waited for you. I think it's good that our world is constantly changing. Of course, I don't want it to become what only one person wants. A world like Cyrus envisions? No one would want that. The kind of world I want to see is where everyone can share their joy. Where Pokemon and people around them can be happy for each other. I want the world to become a place where everyone is smiling. The world could be so much better if we all tried to make it that way. I want you to keep traveling to many far-off places. I want you to keep meeting all kinds of people in Pokemon. I came all the way here just so I could say that to you. Your horizons will expand if you visit the fight area as well. I hope our paths cross again. That's it. Okay then. I mean, I do like what she's saying, but really didn't need to travel all this way to say that. Anyways, onwards to the battle zone. Also, the Diamond Dust is just really, really cool. I'm glad I'm able to show this off. Welcome to the fight area, the first area of the battle zone, and Max is here to greet us. Oh hey Ral, what took you so long? I'm finding you 100 million. Yeah, it did take me a while to get here. Actually, never mind the fine, come with me, will you? I mean, I want to explore the place, but sure. Ral, I tried to get into the Battle Frontier, which happens to be right here. Then these guys came along and got in my face about it. Like they're saying they want to test me if I'm good enough and all that. Like as if I need to prove anything. So let's team up. Like we did at the Spirit Pillar. Let's show those guys how good we are. Sure. Let's do this right away. I'm itching for a pretty good battle. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So there's an Elite Four and a Gym Leader. We can whoop them. This situation just cooks. The drama and tension sizzles. Flint, the fiery master of fire Pokemon. Redundant? Okay then. It's gonna put you to the test. Let Flint see how hot your spirit burns. I don't know how I managed to get myself into this, but show me the skills that got you through the Pokemon League. Hey, at least Volkner acknowledges that we made it past the Pokemon League and beat everyone there. Because normally in Pokemon games, they don't really acknowledge that too much. Anyways, boss battle time against both Volkner and Flint. It's a tag battle here where we team up with Max or whatever you decide to name your rival. Volkner here is going to start things off with Luxray, with the ability Rivalry, coming at level 56 with the moves Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, Crunch, and Fire Fang. Flint's Houndoom is going to be level 56 as well, with the ability Flash Fire, coming with the moves Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, and Sunny Day. I did not want to have Sync out in the lead, but that's fine. So, Luxray here, with its ability Rivalry, is probably going to do quite a bit of damage, because, one, Staraptor is male, and you might have male Pokemon in your team, meaning Rivalry will do extra damage. Plus, it comes with the Elemental Fangs, so its type coverage is pretty good. Houndoom, on the other hand, decently fast and its special attack is high, plus it can boost its fire type attacks with Flamethrower, as well as the rest of Flint's team. So, you want to be careful of that. And Dark Pulse is probably going to hurt as well. Not the best moves for the situation. But, I'm going to give Bakugo some time to shine, because Bakugo and Exia do need some experience. And as you can see, the levels are a bit high. They're going to be ranging from the mid-50s to the late 50s. So you want to be careful here. You want to make sure that you're at least sufficiently prepared. That's not good. That's not being prepared at all. But this close combat, depending on if Staraptor gets a critical, we'll probably be able to knock out that Houndoom. Nice. 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 And I'm going to bet that Luxray is going to use Thunderfang on Staraptor. Well, Synchro level 58, which is nice. No? Not on Staraptor? Okay, then. Don't really like this situation, but it's fine. So Flint is... Oof, sending out your ace already. Magmortar. Magmortar is going to be level 58 with the ability Flame Body, so if you use any moves that do contact to it, you have a chance of being burned, holding a Citrus Berry with the moves Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Solar Beam, and Hyper Beam. At least Sunny Day isn't set up, so Solar Beam can't go on without charging, so that's not a problem for me. But Magmortar, it does have quite the special attack stat, so its attacks are going to be hurting regardless. Oh, you're sending out Snorlax, which is actually a pretty nice choice because Snorlax does have some decent bulk to it. And Staraptor has pretty much gone past its usefulness. But I do want to get rid of... I guess since Flint is already down a Pokemon, it'd just be best to get rid of him first. That doesn't look good. I mean, I could get rid of the Luxray, because then I could just use Bakugo's Flamethrower, and I'll get the same type of attack bonus off it, so... Yeah, now that Magmortar is paralyzed, I don't need to really worry about things on Flint's side for a little bit. Plus, having your rival around, his Pokemon are actually decently good enough for this, so... You don't really need to worry too much. And Luxray is burned, so it's not going to be dealing a lot of damage either. Really? I hope you have a Chesto Berry. I really do, because that would make things a lot better. Doesn't look like it. Okay, then. What do I want to do? Again, I think I'm just going to target Luxray first. Hopefully, Volkner doesn't use a full restore. Good. Good, good, good. They're both down one Pokemon, so... Nothing to be worried about. I'm curious as to what Volkner is going to send out next. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, too. Yeah. Ooh, Jolteon. Okay, then. Jolteon is going to be level 56 with the ability Volt Absorb, so electric-type attacks won't really do much to it. Coming with the moves Pin Missile, Charge Beam, Double Kick, and Quick Attack. Not the best moveset for a Jolteon, but it is pretty fast, and it can consistently boost its special attack with Charge Beam, so you want to be careful of that. I'm gonna be a little cheapskate here and use my Hyper Potion, because I want Bakugo to get as much experience as possible. Okay, come on. What's Jolteon gonna do? Charge Beam. Okay, then. I mean, I can still use Flamethrower and probably deal a decent amount of damage to this Jolteon, so I'm not worried about it one bit. Magmortar is paralyzed as well, which is nice. Okay, please stop this. Because if you continue to boost your special attack, it's going to get annoying. I mean, I could do the easy thing and have... Actually, I don't even think I have a Gion in my party. I think I have a Barrel in place of it, because HMs and whatnot. But I do have Genbu and Earthquake as well. But a Gion would have been easy mode for this fight, considering it has an advantage against both Volkner and Flint. Okay, nice. Level 55. And last off is this happening. That didn't knock it out. Oh well, that's fine. So last up on Volkner's side. Oh yeah, the turn needs to finish because this is a thing. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. The risky thing to do would be to send out Exia here. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. I know, Magmortar can destroy Exia, but oh well. So, Volkner's Ace is now out. Electivire, level 58 with the ability Motor Drive. If you hit it with an Electric-type move, its speed will get a boost. Holding a Citrus Berry with the moves Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Brick Break, and Giga Impact. This is not a good matchup for me, considering Electivire's physical attack stat is pretty high, plus it has Fire Punch and Brick Break. So I'm gonna hope that I get lucky here with doing enough damage with close combat, because otherwise Exia is definitely going down this turn. Yeah. Yeah, that ain't happening. I mean, if I can live through this turn, close combat could... Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry about that, Exia. You did not eliminate the target. Okay, then. I guess I'll just have Sync just clean up the rest of this fight. Okay, so Sync, do your thing. Let's see. Send Headbutt. That should be enough to knock out this Electivire. And with that, we can just focus on Flint. Yeah, good job. Good job, Sync. Get even more experience. It's fine. Bakugo and Exia can catch up at some point. Yeah, Flint's all that's left, so really it's just wait. Wait to just knock out this last Pokemon that he's gonna send out. So, last up on Flint's team is Flareon, level 56 with the ability Flash Fire, so its Fire-type moves will get a boost if it gets hit with a Fire-type attack. Coming with the moves Overheat, Giga Impact, Quick Attack, and Will-O-Wisp. Giga Impact could hurt quite a bit considering Flareon does have a pretty good physical attack stat, and Will-O-Wisp could be annoying, but this is nothing I'm worried about. So, do your job, Sync, and knock this thing out. Or have Snorlax finish it for the kill. Yeah. That's not a problem considering Snorlax is not gonna... It's fine. It's fine. Goodbye. Goodbye, Flareon. And the battle's over. Cool, cool, cool. Your toughness is something else. We are completely overwhelmed. Hey, don't throw down on us. Now you're just getting in the way. That was a blast. Our combination came up short, but you're also a lot tougher as well. Promise me we'll do this again. I'll see to taking this Tusk home. Husk, not Tusk. See, I got a lot tougher, yeah? Okay, I'm off to the frontier. What's this all about? What the? Daddy? Huh? Oh, if it isn't Max, you've grown all sturdy. And Raul too, I haven't seen you in a long time either. Max, your mother told me you've gone off to the battle zone. So I had to come running looking for you. So are you two going to take the Battle Frontier Challenge? The Frontier has 5 facilities that are all dedicated to battling. Each one has a unique set of rules that are all different. Of course, you have to be good to win at any of them. Anyway, I'm satisfied to see that you're both doing well. I'll go back to my usual place in the battle tower. I'll be looking forward to your challenge. My dad is cool, huh? I mean, when it gets right down to it, you think so too, huh? He's a frontier brain after all. He's the tower tycoon. I want to be cool like my dad. Wow, that's the one reason I decided to become a trainer. What am I gonna do? Should I make the challenge right now, or do I train some more? Okay, I've decided I'm gonna get tougher. By a lot. Finally made it here. There's no need for haste now. And off he goes. Hey, I just watched you two battle. You're something special, aren't you? Being in Elite Four like that. Oh, right. Howdy. The name's Buck. I'm usually training at the survival area or Stark Mountain. You should come up there. You'll get toughened up for sure. Well, we made it here to the fight area. Let's do some exploring before we end things off. So, the battle zone. Think of it as like a little mini region to explore. Oh, also you give the scope lens. I remember that. It's a very, very useful held item. It increases the critical hit rate of your Pokemon that's holding it, which is definitely an item I want to give to one of my Pokemon. Gonna give it right to sync. But anyways, the battle zone, think of it as a mini region that's separate from Sinnoh. I mean, it is technically part of Sinnoh, but the environment is very, very different. It has this tropical feel to it, and it got an aesthetic makeover compared to how it looked in Diamond and Pearl. It's a pretty interesting place. You get the scope lens, because powering up your critical hit rate with moves like Leaf Blade and Night Slash are pretty useful. An item that guarantees you will never lose a battle. They don't sell anything like that. True. And you have the usual items. As you can see, there's actually, no second clerk here at the mart. They only sell the standard items that you would have, so yeah. Anyways, let's just get to exploring this place. The way to battle tower looms. It really is a wall that stands before every trainer. I've battled many trainers over the years. I've gained some confidence in my skill levels too. But the world is still a huge place. It's not easy to win in life. That is true. As for the Battle Frontier, we won't be going there just yet. It's a pretty different place compared to the rest of the Sinnoh region, and quite frankly, we're not ready for it. See, the Pokemon League's Elite Four come here sometimes. We did see one of them. There's no one to becoming tough. I just made that up, but it sounds kind of cool, huh? Oh, I also definitely need to heal up after that battle. Let's see, switch my team around. There we go. And definitely got to heal up. But yeah, as for the battle zone, there's 3 main places to it. Or at least in terms of settlements. There's the fight area where we're at. And that person that we talked to wanted us to go to the survival area. So, we'll definitely need to go there. And all of these people, all the NPCs that you talk to here in the battle zone just talk about battling and whatnot. It's pretty interesting that there's so many people interested in battling here. Did I talk to you? Yeah, your Pokemon are from Sinnoh, aren't they? They're not what we're used to seeing around here. That is true. You won't see that many Pokemon that are native to the Sinnoh Pokedex. You'll see a lot of Pokemon that you would need... Oh, it's 7 o'clock now. That's why the sky turned to nighttime, even though it's technically not nighttime. You're gonna see a lot of Pokemon that you would need the National Pokedex for, so keep that in mind. In fact, you actually can't progress anywhere past the fight area without having the National Pokedex, so that is a thing. I think there's an item around here. I'm pretty sure. Whenever I go to a new place, I get so excited over what I might discover. A place I've visited before. Even those places thrill me with new discoveries. I can relate. There has to be an item here, right? No? Come on. This definitely looks like the place where a hidden item would be. But I guess not. Anyways, there's a few houses here as well. Because of the volcano, the land around here is craggy. The rough terrain and all the ups and downs make it hard to hike. Okay then, there is a volcano here, which is that Stark Mountain that we were told about. People are people, and I'm me. I don't like to be compared. But comparing with other people reveals things about yourself sometimes too. That's why you should check out the global terminal. That had nothing to do with the global terminal. Plus, I can't even do that, so yeah. Even from here, we could see the peak of Mount Coronet. Most people didn't notice what happened up there, but I did. But I don't know what took place exactly or anything like that. Oh yeah, neither do I. Everyone's fanatical about battling here. I can tell. I mean, there is a place here called the Battle Frontier, so I guess it's to be expected. And now, this house, if I remember correctly, is a pretty interesting one. There's a Torchic here. See, he was one of those early eccentrics who were around during the early days of the Battle Zone. Well, I was too. The Battle Zone used to attract only the hardiest of the trainers. They were considered eccentric for gathering at a place like this. It's hard to believe how much it's changed since then. Places like the fight area and the survival area just seem to spring up overnight. Now, anyways, this NPC here was not here in Diamond and Pearl. This one will tell you about various held items, which is actually pretty interesting because you might not know like how they work in depth, but there's a list of items that he will talk about. The Lumberry, which will heal any and all status conditions. The Focus Sash. It's just really neat because, from my perspective, around the time Platinum came out, the competitive scene for Pokemon was starting to take off more and more. I mean, it was there with Diamond and Pearl because of Wi-Fi connection being a thing, but with Platinum, it just got more in depth. So, like, I see this as like the start of the competitive community becoming bigger. At least from my perspective, at least. And he'll tell you that the Expert Belt boosts super effective moves by 120%. The Life Orb, which is an item that we don't have yet, it's a pretty good item. Boosts the power of offensive moves that a Pokemon is using by 130%, but you lose 10% of your HP. Choice Scarf, boosts your speed by 50%, and you're only locked to one move. Same with the Choice Band, doing that for attack, and then the Choice Specs, which does that for special attack. We haven't seen the Choice Band yet, but we can get it now, technically, if we decide to go to the Battle Frontier. And the Leftovers, which we found in Victory Road. At the end of a turn, after both sides have made their moves, this whole item restores... Okay, 6%. Interesting. The recovered HP could well be the difference in the type battle. I did say that when we found the Leftovers. But very useful if you want to know that kind of information, although it is readily available online. Anyways, the last NPC here is... also, if you want to leave, you can just talk to this NPC, but you could just fly, so, yeah. Let's see, Route 225, Roto Challenges. Okay, before I talk to this NPC, I want to say, if you don't have the National Pokedex, plus you haven't beaten Volkner and Flint here in the fight area, there's going to be two... Did not mean to do this. There's going to be two NPCs guarding the entrance to this gate, and also to the east here, which will lead you to... I think it's like Route 230. There will be two NPCs blocking you from making any progress. So again, the prerequisites for that are getting the National Pokedex and beating Volkner and Flint here. Those are the two things you need to do in order to make any more progress here in the Battle Zone. Anyways, the last NPC here is this Fisherman, who will give you the Super Rod if you say yes. What happens if I say no? Don't you like to fish? I mean, I like to take pictures of fish and say, yo, what's up? But, anyways, he will give you the Super Rod, which will let you find new Pokemon. Wherever there's water, try your luck at fishing. Let's see. It's about the rod and technique. Sure. But with that done, let's go over the Pokemon that you can find with the Super Rod in past areas, because there's bodies of water in the past areas that we've been to in the Sinnoh region. New Pokemon with the Super Rod to find. So, let's go over those. So first off, in Twinleaf Town is Gyarados, which I find a little bit funny just because the pond in Twinleaf Town is not that far from your house, so the fact that multiple Sea Serpents of Death are right there, kind of funny and concerning. But anyways, Gyarados is a really, really good Pokemon. Has the ability Intimidate to lower the opponent's attack stat when it comes out. Plus, it has access to some really, really good moves. It doesn't really have a good flying type move to make use of its flying type, but, I mean, there is Bounce. But other than that, it has access to moves like Dragon Dance to boost its attack and speed even further, Waterfall for a really good physical water type move, or Aqua Tail if you want an alternative. Can learn moves like Earthquake and Stone Edge to hit even harder with those and give it some more type coverage. Ice Fang for getting rid of like pesky grass types or dragon types, Gyarados is all around just really, really good of a Pokemon and definitely worth recommending. It does have a 4x weakness to electric though, so you do want to watch out. Also in Twin Leaf Town, you can find Seeking with the Super Rod. Seeking, it's not as impressive as Gyarados. I mean, it does have a decent attack stat and it can learn moves like Mega Horn and whatnot, but overall I would say that it's just there for filling out your Pokedex. But if you do want to use one, I guess it is interesting enough. I mean, there is the whole ancient meme with Seeking if you just want to bring that back, but yeah. And next up, over in the basement floor of the Orbird Gate, you can find Wiscash. Now, as a note with Gyarados, Seeking, and Wiscash, these can be found pretty much anywhere in the Sinnoh region. Just, it depends on where you are, but these are the most common things that you'll see with the Super Rod. But back to Wiscash, it's a water ground type, so it does have that 4x weakness to grass, and it does have to compete with the likes of Quagsire and Gastrodon, which in my opinion are probably better. But Wiscash, being a water ground type, it does have access to moves like Waterfall or Surf. You can teach it things like Earth Power or Earthquake. If you're willing to breed, I believe you can also get Dragon Dance, which is an interesting move for it. But overall, it's an alright water ground type, just there's better things out there, but if you want to use it, go for it. Now, over at the Great Marsh, over onto actually unique things that you can find with the Super Rod, there is Carvana. Carvana, it's a water dark type, and it's meant to be a glass cannon that hits decently hard once it's fully evolved, but it cannot take hits at all. It's most likely going to be a one-hit KO'd by anything, so there is that. Even when it's a Sharpedo, its defenses are still pretty bad, but I mean, it's a water dark type, so you can use Crunch and Waterfall. But if you need a better physical water attacker, like I said, there is Gyarados. But yeah, also Carvana does have I guess it's unique to this generation, but it does have the ability Rough Skin. Later Pokemon in later generations will get it, but as of this generation, it's unique only to the Carvana line, I believe. But Rough Skin, if it does get hit with a contact move, it will deal damage to the opponent, but it's still gonna go down fairly quickly, so yeah. Anyways, over in Celestic Town, you can find both Corphish and its evolved form Crawdaunt with the Super Rod. Now, if you had access to breeding, then you can give it things like, again, Dragon Dance, but it's an interesting water dark type once it's fully evolved into Crawdaunt, so there's that. It learns moves like Crab Hammer, but honestly, I think Waterfall would probably be the most reliable physical water type move that you can teach on it, but you can give it some dark type moves like Knock Off. I don't think it learns Crunch though, so there is that, but I mean, I believe there are some handy move tutor moves that you could teach onto Crawdaunt, but it's not really that good of a choice either, in my opinion. Now, this next one I think is actually a pretty good choice. It's Chinchou, which you can find over in Route 220. Chinchou, as a Lantern when it's fully evolved, has quite a bit of HP, and because it's both water and electric, it does have access to both of those type coverage moves, plus it has Ice Beam, so you get the little infamous Bolt Beam combo where electric and ice, they just have really, really good type synergy. You could just teach it Ice Beam, and yeah, just go from there. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, maybe Surf. It does have a little bit of a form of recovery through Swallow, but that would require you to use Stockpile first. But I would say the Chinchou family is pretty good. It's one of the more better water types in my opinion, and that's just because of its really, really good bulk. Also, the fact that Lantern is on the light side means that it won't take that much damage from Grass Knot, which, even though it would be a move that's super effective against it, it won't do too much, which is another plus side to it. In Sunyshore City, you can find another really good Pokemon, Staryu. Staryu is both fast and it hits really hard with special attacks. You can easily get it to become fully evolved into a Starmie by digging up a water stone in the underground, so having access to that right away or whenever you choose to evolve it is pretty handy, because you might want to hold back on evolving it until it learns Hydro Pump through level up, because once it's evolved into Starmie, it won't learn anything. But having access to just either Hydro Pump or Surf, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Recover if you really need a form of healing, Rapid Spin to get rid of entry hazards, things like that. It's just really, really good. And it has, or one of its potential abilities is Natural Cure, which can actually let it heal off its status conditions if it has any through switching. It's just a really, really excellent Pokemon. One that I can definitely recommend on any team, especially if you need a really, really fast special attacker. So there's that. Over in Route 223, you can find Wailmer and its evolved form Wailord, which Wailord has the infamy of being the largest Pokemon as of this generation, and I think as of the current generation at the time of this video being recorded. But Wailord has a ton of HP. It has that going for it, but other than that, other things that it has, other Pokemon can do better in my opinion. It has a Water Spout, which is an interesting move that does more damage the more HP it has. But yeah, it's just not that good, at least competitively in my opinion. But I mean, it's still an interesting Pokemon just for the fact that it is the largest Pokemon out there. But if you want to use it, go for it. It probably won't be like super impressive or anything, but it'll probably be serviceable for you. Next up, over at the Pokemon League is Love Disc. Love Disc is not good at all. Its only good stat is speed, and that's about it. But the one good thing about Love Disc is if you catch one, it has a chance of holding a heart scale, which means you have a way of farming for those. Of course, you can also just dig them through the underground, but if you want more and you don't feel like going to the underground, then just head on over to the Pokemon League and just fish up Love Disc. That's really all I have to say for it. And the last Pokemon that you can find with the Super Rod is over in Mount Coronet. Up in the higher part of Mount Coronet, where you can use Waterfall in the little pond, you can actually find Dratini and its evolved form Dragonair. Now, Dragonair is a really, really good Pokemon. It takes a little bit to get it fully evolved. It will be fully evolved into Dragonite at level 55, but once it is fully evolved, you have yourself a really, really good Pokemon. It can hit hard on both the attack side of things and the special attack side of things, though I would probably recommend it more as either a mixed attacker or just a straight up physical attacker. Has access to moves like Dragon Dance, and you don't even need to breed for that. It's one of the moves that it just learns naturally through leveling up, so it can be really, really fast and hit really, really hard. Has access to moves like Dragon Claw, Outrage, which is a really, really powerful just physical dragon type attack, or Draco Meteor if you want to teach it that and use it as a mixed attacker or a special attacker. You can also learn things like Earthquake, Fire Punch, Wing Attack if you want coverage for flying type moves. And it just also learns a wide variety of moves from different types like Thunderbolt, Thunder, Flamethrower, Ice Beam. It's just a really, really good Pokemon. Plus it is actually decently bulky enough as well. Now, there are some other dragon types that it does have competition against, like the Bagon family or the Gibble family, but Dragonite is still really, really good and definitely worth picking out of those three. I mean, of course, those other two families are really, really good as well, but if you prefer Dragonite, then go for it. It is really, really good. I mean, it does have that 4 times weakness to ice as well that a lot of the other really strong dragon types have, but because of its bulkiness, it'll probably take those hits just a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the new wild Pokemon you can find with the Super Rod in previous areas. So yeah. Anyways, with that done, now that we've pretty much explored the fight area, and we battled both Faulkner and Flint with Max as our partner, we're pretty much free to explore the battle zone, which we will do in the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for some more Pokemon Platinum. Later!